My name is Aronson. This is Drogo Joe Coffee Roasters. This is my own little shop right in my home to produce fresh roasted coffee for the local community. Drogo is actually the patron saint of coffee roasters and coffee houses. Kind of got into coffee in my young adult life, going to coffee shops and watching them make it fresh. Fell in love with the fresh roasted taste because when I bought it at the grocery store, it never tasted the same. At that point, I took to my tinkering skills and dissected the family stir-crazy popcorn machine. That was about 7 years ago, and I started roasting in my garage. Of course, I started thinking bigger, and then I went bigger, bigger, bigger. This roaster that I'm going to demonstrate today is actually called a fluid bed roaster. Most coffee roasters are kind of like a clothes dryer. They have a drum and fins. I actually did design it, so I borrowed some ideas and then took my obsessive tinkering and came up with my own unique version. This roaster, you can think of it as kind of a giant hot air popcorn machine, or sort of a chimney where the beans are circulating in a current of hot air. So I control the air pressure and the gas pressure, which drives the temperature and how quickly they roast. So it gives me a lot of control. This comes off the beans as they roast, and it's very similar to like a peanut husk, but obviously I don't want it spraying out the roof, so it's captured in these filter bags during each batch. And this thing over here is the cooling tray, so it's perforated stainless steel bottom. The hot beans get poured very quickly into the tray, and there's a fan underneath which pushes all of the hot air and gases off the beans and cools them usually in about 1 minute or so. They're cool to the touch. So you're getting very fresh coffee, very local coffee, and I guess that's another one of the enigmas is coffee doesn't grow here, so it sort of has that exotic aspect to it. Somewhat of a glorified hobby. I'm taking my coffee to farmers markets, inviting people to place orders and pick the coffee up here or different places. I really lucked out being so close to the Oakdale location.
So today is Oakdale Indoor Market. We have 7 throughout the year. This is our 5th one, or 6th one, sorry. We have one more after this on March 26th. And what I do is I contact vendors and see if they want to be part of this.
On a whim, I just emailed them saying, hey, I roast coffee, I'd really like to sell it at your market. And they got back to me right away and said, we're actually looking for a coffee person.
We have 25 total vendors this year. Anywhere from 21 to 23 show up. Today we have a full house.
It's really a nice variety of people doing what they enjoy. You know, they're there because they enjoy it.
You know, so it's local artisan products, mainly food products. We have a few arts and crafts that have come kind of grandfathered in throughout the years.
What do? I make birdhouses. I'm retired. So I feel that birdhouses should be fun to look at for people. And if the birds move in, that's a plus.
Some of the vendors, bakeries, a couple of bakeries, Bitmad Bakery is here, Grateful Bed Bakery. We also have Bearwood Sugar Brush. Here he does honey and jams and maple syrup. We have Sincata Farms. They're from New Richmond, Wisconsin. They do anything in a jar you can think of. It's the easiest way I put it.
These are my favorite pickles. I got my sister to get these, and she likes them so well, she gave them to another friend, and who knows, it just explodes.
Salsas, pickles, fruit, vegetables. Really great products. A couple other ones. We have a new one today, soy candles. We have essential oils that are here.
This is Young Living Essential Oils. It's 100% pure therapeutic grade oils. It's kind of supplement your medicine cabinet. So this is my third year at the market, and it's been just great. The different people, the different vendors, building relationships with the folks.
Good to see you guys. And
That's half the reason I go, is just it's fun to meet people. And
Really great to have an option to support local people and the community.
You know, it's a great setting. The building in the park is a great setting. You come in and you feel relaxed right away. You know, having the coffee for the shoppers is a nice perk. Just making them feel at home, and not any pressure to buy any product, just to come look. And that's what the vendors do here.
People love it. People love it. Because it's no MSG, zero trans fat, locally made, everything from scratch, handmade. It's best pierogi in town.
So our last market here is March 26th, the day before Easter. And from then on out, we have until a couple months, and then we start up in June again. June 8th, I believe, is the day, and running through October 26th is our outdoor farmers market, and that's at the City Hall parking lot at Richard Walton Park. We have about the same amount of vendors, but it's tailored to the season, so you're going to have more produce vendors there, fresh produce. But we do have a lot of the same vendors that are part of the indoor market here that go to the outdoor market, and then we bridge that gap, I think, that way to keep people interested.
I'm really a proponent of building community, getting to know people, and building that kind of old sense of America that we've sort of lost. I kind of generally appreciate that.